Hi friends, so today we will study how to prepare a simple tracker in Microsoft Excel. So here you can see on the screen that I have already prepared a tracker, and in this tracker there are certain field headings like serial number, task name and status, and next to the status we have these check boxes. So the moment any particular task is done, I would click on the check mark adjacent to it, and you will see the percentage being shown over here. So as I go on completing the task, I will go on putting a check mark. If any task is not completed, I'll uncheck it and the percentage gets reduced. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and see how to prepare such a tracker. So for this, I would introduce a new sheet. So you can see this is our sheet 1. I'm clicking on this plus sign next to it and I'm making a new sheet. Now what I'm doing is, you can see over here that we have started from the column number E and the headings are serial number, task name and status. So I go in sheet 2 and somewhere over here I write down the headings like serial number, then the task name and then the status. Then I increase the column width of the task name and slightly increase the column width of status. Now over here I enter numbers in ascending order from 1 up to 10 and I center align them. Then I select these rows and I increase the height of one of the rows, which would in turn increase the height of all the rows. And then I select middle align so that they get aligned in the middle. I select these headings and fill it with blue color and the text is white and make it bold and slightly increase the font size as well. Then I select these cells and I put borders for these cells, so I select all borders and then I put a thick outside border. Now over here I will merge and center these cells. This is where I want to show the progress, and over here I will type percentage completed and again I will select these cells and select merge and center for these cells. Then for this cell I will select thick outside borders, and for percentage completed I'll make it bold and bigger in size. Now over here we'll write down all our tasks. Now in order to save the time, I'll copy the task from sheet 1, Ctrl C, and come over here and paste the task. Now let us see how to get the status checkboxes. Now in order to get the status checkboxes, you ought to have this developer button in your menu. If you do not have the developer button in the menu, then you have to click on File, select More, select Options, select Customize ribbon, and in Customize ribbon you have to put a check mark next to Developer. In my case the check mark is already there because it is already on in my menu. However, in your case you will have to ensure that there is a check mark next to Developer and then click on OK, and then you will see the developer option here. After that, click on developer, and in developer click on insert, and in insert here you have the checkbox. So I click on the checkbox and I draw one checkbox like this. You can erase this text and substitute it with whatever you want. So I will write down check when done. You can substitute any suitable text over here. Now I want to duplicate this down 9 more times. So I'll press Ctrl D. I'll bring it down. Ctrl D. I'll bring it down. Ctrl D. I'll bring it down. And I'll repeat this process. And now I want to align all of them. So keeping the Ctrl key pressed, I will select all these cells, and then I would click on shape format, select align, and select align left. So all of them get properly aligned to the left. But you can see that they are somewhat not evenly distributed. So I will select all of them with the Ctrl key like this. And then click on shape format, select align, and we will select distribute vertically, so they get evenly distributed. Now the next thing which we will do is we'll find out what is this checkbox representing. So we click on the checkbox, and then we right click on it and we select format control, and we put a cell link, and in the cell link we click on the cell adjacent to it and then click on OK. So the consequence of this is whenever I put a check mark here, it will show me true, and if there is no check mark, it will show me false. So I'll repeat the step for all the other cells as well. So format control, cell link over here, click on OK, and I'll repeat for all the other cells. Ensure that at any point of time only one of the object is selected. And once we have done for all, I'll just put check marks and see whether it is showing the corresponding values for all the adjacent cells. And I'll also remove the check marks to see whether the feature is working or not. Once I am satisfied, then on the cell adjacent to this, I would type over there the heading as true. And now over here I'll use a function called as COUNTIF. So I will type equal to COUNTIF, then I would type open parenthesis, then it would ask me the range, this is the range, comma, and then it is asking me the criteria. So I will type the criteria as true, close quotes, close parenthesis, hit enter. So the moment any check boxes are complete, it will show me how many tasks are complete. Same way I will write down over here the heading as false, and again I'll use the COUNTIF function, and again I will specify this is the range, comma, and in the criteria I will type false, close quotes, close parenthesis, and hit enter. Then over here I give the heading as total, and I give a formula equal to this value plus this value and I hit enter. Then I want to find out the percentage of true, so I will type equal to, then click on true, then divided by, and then click on 10. So it gives me the value as 0.4. Now the same value I want to show over here, so I will type equal to and this cell address and hit enter. So whatever changes I do, you will see the reflection happens on all these cells plus over here. Now what I want to do is, my tracker is almost complete, except that I want to show the percentage completed in color. So I'll select this cell, I'll select conditional formatting, select data bars and select more rules. In more rules, I will select the type as number and the lowest value will be 0, that is the minimum value. And again for maximum, I'll select number and the maximum value will be 1, because our values would result from 0.1 to 1. So okay. So, and I want to show this color in green. So again I'll select conditional formatting, data bars, more rules. So every time you go, the values go away. So ensure that you change it to the correct values and change the color to green, whichever green you like, and we don't want any border, and we click on OK. I also want to show this percentage value as a percentage, so I'll click on this percentage symbol, and now our graph is ready. I'll just try to increase this size and middle align it. And now we'll see that if our work is completed, so it will show us 100%, and if it is not completed, it will reduce the progress indicator and show the percentage is not complete. So you can see this value, it ranges from 0.1 up to 1 when all the cells are selected. Hence in conditional formatting we give the lowest value as 0 and the highest value as 1. So friends, hope you have studied something new, how to use checkboxes in creating a task manager. Use it and see how it makes your life easier. With this, we end this lecture and we'll see you again in the next lecture. Till that time, goodbye.